Hello guys, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel. So today I am here with the class 27 of FSSI Initiative and Current Affairs. So in my previous class I've already told that since the almost all the current affairs has been covered in the previous 26 classes. So there are not so much important current affairs that are left out to be covered. So I have stopped that current affairs part, but still the basic parts, that is the FSSI initiatives or any topics related to FSSI which are pending, I am covering it. And one of the student had asked me to cover classical method of food analysis, so I thought of covering this. Since this is a big topic, this part will be divided into two parts. So today I am going to cover the part one of classical method of food analysis. See, classical method of food analysis is important for both assistant and food safety officer, but in as per the requirements for the assistant examination we are studying here. So if we study for food safety officer or technical officer, the requirement will be much more than the amount that we read today. Okay, so but since we are studying for assistant post, the according to the requirement for the exam, we will be studying today. Okay, now let us start the class. So components that are typically analyzed. Okay, so we need to see which are the components that are typically analyzed. So chemical composition, there are three: chemical, physical and sensory. So in chemical, water, fat, carbohydrate, protein, etc., and some other components. Okay, and in physical it is the stability will be tested, and in sensory, flavor, mouth feel, color, texture, etc. So these are some of the examples where these the components are typically analyzed in which process. It is nothing but the classical method of food analysis part. Okay, so in these are some of the examples. So food consists primarily of water, fat, carbohydrate, protein and ash. Ash is nothing but not the burnt part of coal. It is also commonly called as minerals. Okay, since food consists of these five components, it is important that we need to understand how these components are measured. So mainly these five components are present. So we need to see how these components are measured and what are the other, and to find these five components, what are the other allied properties that will be seen. So we saw already in the chemical and physical and sensory properties what are all the properties that will be tested, and among these and also these five components will be mainly tested. Now let us go into the first part. So the first part is pH determination. So pH refers to the relative amount of acid and base in a product. It is scientifically defined as the negative log of hydrogen ion concentration. So basically H plus ion. So this is the main component that will be tested in a pH determination. So almost everyone will be knowing that pH ranges from 0 to 14, 7 being neutral. So below 7 it is acid and above 7 it is alkaline. So pH is generally determined with a pH meter, although litmus paper can also be. So litmus paper, usually we will use this in chemistry labs, right? So there will be a litmus paper made up of a special material. So whenever you dip this in a container containing a liquid, it may be acid, acid or a base or a normal water, then the color will show according to the acidity or alkalinity of the liquid. So there will be also a indicator where in the first page with respect to the color. So the different colors respects to the different acidity or alkalinity. So according to that, it will show the color on the litmus paper. So this was with respect to pH test. Okay, so the pH test is very much important because to know the acidity or alkalinity of any of the product. So because like if you have acidity in your body, then the doctor suggests to take like alkaline containing syrups or gel, right? So that's why it is very much important to know the pH of a food also, because so that precautions can be taken. So next one is moisture determination. So moisture of a water is the most common component in food, ranging in content from 60 to 95%. So remember this. This may not be asked, but to know this is very important. So the two most common moisture consideration in food is the total moisture content and water activity. So the total moisture content and water activity. The total moisture content of food is generally determined by some form of drying methods, whereby all the moisture is removed by heat and moisture is determined at the weight lost. So it's like if you have a food product here, So now after you'll weigh it before doing any process. So it may be like 1 kg. Okay, this is just an example. So then after that you will heat it. So I will heat it by applying more amount of heat. Then after heating through with a constant temperature, then you will get the remaining food. So then it will be weighed. So approximately it may be around zero point 0.9 or any kg. Okay, so there is a loss of 100 grams, right? So this 100 grams was the moisture content. So this is just an example, though maybe the units may not be true, but still I'm given an example that this may be the weight loss. This is how the process is done. So through heating, the weight loss of the food can be known, where the moisture content can be determined through the weight loss. Okay. So the next one is method of moisture loss measurement. Okay. So these are the scientific methods. So the first one is convection or forced draft ovens, simple and most common. So it's as in the name itself says, it is the oven where the heating will be done. So next one is the vacuum oven. Sample is placed in oven under reduced pressure, thereby reducing the boiling point of the water. So here the boiling point of the water has a major role in this process. So the next method is microwave oven. So uses microwave as a heat source. It is a very fast method. So for example, in the normal conventional gas, if this is the container, so I'll switch on the gas and the heat will be provided in this direction, right? But in the microwave, if you place the food, the heat will be provided in all the directions. So there will be very fast heating. So if you just keep a food for 1 minute also inside the microwave, it will get heated very fast. But in this conventional method, it takes time, at least 5 to 10 minutes. So this is one of the methods where the moisture can be determined. Infrared dyeing means uses infrared lamp as a heat source very fast. So it's like placing a infrared lamp and providing heat. So this will be the food product. So here the heat will be provided through this lamp. It is not like the lamp will be placed in the only one side. So more amount of lamps will be present in four to five places, and then the food is heated. So this is how the heating will be done. So this was how the method of moisture loss measurement can be done. So there are many methods in which some of them are this. So today we have learned with respect to pH and moisture determination. So pH is nothing but as I explained, it is with respect to the pH scale, and the moisture determination is with respect to the heat itself, because these are the four methods where the heating is the main method of for determining the moisture loss measurement. So this is the first part of the classical method of food analysis. So there are other tests also where other things like fat, carbohydrate, protein and ash will be done. So I'll take them in the next classes in different parts, so that will be easy for you to revise. Okay. So these things will be covered, and the subsequent classes will be uploaded. So if you like the video, please like it and share with your friends and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.